Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hasan Basri, and now I will discuss about verb. Actually, we will now about verb. As we know that verb is a word that is not foreign to us because we often use it when we speak in English. What is verb? Verb are the action word in a sentence that describe what the subject is doing. A word that characteristically is the grammatical center of predicate and express an act, occurrence, or mode of being that in various language in inflect for agreement with the subject, for tense, for voice, for mood, or for aspect, and that typically has rather full descriptive meaning and characterizing quality, but is sometimes nearly devoid of this, especially when used as an auxiliary or linking verb. Verb adalah kata yang mendeskripsikan aksi, tindakan, kondisi, atau pengalaman sesuatu. Jika dalam bahasa Indonesia, verb sering disebut kata kerja karena verb dapat menunjukkan aktivitas dari subjek dalam kalimat. And then, how to recognize a verb? One clue can to help you recognize a verb is location compared to the subject. Verb is almost always come after a noun or pronoun. These noun and pronouns are referred to as the subject. The verb to comes after the noun Jack, so the action Jack or subject was taking was thinking or verb. For the example, Mark eats his dinner quickly. We went to the market. You write neatly in your notebook. They talk about all the prize in the competition. And here, kinds of verb. For the first, action verbs. Action verb express specific action and are used anytime you want to show action or discuss someone doing something. Action verbs adalah kata kerja yang merujuk pada tindakan yang kamu lakukan dan bisa terlihat oleh orang lain. For the example, action verb is we run this morning. The meaning is kami berlari pagi ini. For the second, transitive verb. Transitive verb are action verbs that always express double activities that relate or evoke someone or something else. Transitive verb dalam sebuah kalimat. Transitive verb adalah kata kerja yang menerangkan direct object atau objek langsung yang telah dilakukan oleh subjek. For the example is James kicked the ball. The third is intransitive verb. Intransitive verb is are action verb that always express double activities. Berlawanan dengan transitive verb, intransitive verbs adalah kata kerja yang tidak menerangkan direct object atau objek langsung dari apa yang dilakukan oleh subjek. So, for the example is, they go to Bandung twice a week. For the fourth is auxiliary verbs or helping verbs. Auxiliary verbs are also known as helping verbs and used together with a main verb to show the verb's tense or to form a question or negative. Jika kalian pernah dengar do, does, have, has, had, to be, is, are, that's name is auxiliary atau kata kerja bantu. Kata kerja bantu biasanya ditambahkan ke kata kerja lain untuk mengubah makna kalimat yang berbeda sesuai dengan tujuan dan suasananya. For the example is, do you need help? Does she need help? The fifth is modal verbs. Modal verbs are auxiliary verbs that are used to express abilities, possibilities, permissions, and obligations. Modal verbs diketahui sebagai turunan dari auxiliary verbs, akan tetapi modal verbs adalah kata kerja yang berfungsi untuk menunjukkan kemampuan, kemungkinan, atau kebutuhan dalam sebuah kalimat. For the example is, we can cook Italian food. The sixth is phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs aren't single word. Instead, they are a combination of words that are used together to make on a different meaning to that of the original verb. Phrasal verbs merupakan kata kerja yang memiliki 2 hingga 3 suku kata. Ya, kata yang pertama merupakan kata kerja, kata yang kedua dan ketiga merupakan adverb atau preposition. For the example is take off your jacket and sit down. And the next is 7. Regular verb. Regular verb are verbs that can change according to the tense and change regularly. Regular verb adalah kata kerja yang dalam bentuk lampau atau verb 2 atau past participle berakhir dengan ed or g. Hal ini juga berlaku sampai kata kerja verb 3. For the example is jump menjadi jump, cry menjadi cried, walk menjadi walk. And next, the eighth is stative verb. Stative verbs can be recognized because they express a state rather than an action. They typically relate to talk, emotion, relationship, sense, states of being, and measurements. Stative verb adalah kebalikan dari action verb atau dynamic verb. Stative verbs merupakan kata kerja untuk mendeskripsikan keadaan subjek yang mengandalkan perasaan. For the example is, we want you to accompany used to. The ninth is irregular verbs. Irregular verbs are verbs that change according to the tense and do not obey the normal rules. Irregular verbs merupakan lawan dari regular verbs yang kata kerja bentuk lampauinya tidak berakhiran ed atau d. Berlaku untuk verb 2 and verb 3. Contoh umumnya yang sering kita temui adalah eat verb 1 menjadi ate verb 2 dan eaten verb 3. Run verb 1 menjadi run verb 2 and run verb 3. For the next is gerunds and infinitives. What is gerund? A gerund is a verb in present participle form that functions as a noun that names an activity rather than a person or thing. Any action verb can be made into a gerund. So, gerund is kata kerja verb 1 yang diakhiri dengan ing. For the example is listening to the music is one of my hobbies. And what is infinitive? An infinitive is a verb form that acts as other parts of speech. In a sentence, it is formed with to plus base form of the verb. Infinitive adalah kata kerja yang berperan sebagai penjelas dari kata benda, noun, kata sifat, adjektif, atau keterangan dalam sebuah kalimat. For the example is George is the best person to listen to my story. Maybe just that can I explain for you. And the last I say thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.